What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We've just hit 20k subscribers, so thank you all so much. Let's get to 30k and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. Plenty of free crypto and goodies down there. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and the bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and this is probably because you haven't hit the bell icon. Thank you again for all your support. The algorithm is slamming a lot of content creators right now, so we really appreciate all your support. And we're so proud of the amazing community that we built, so make sure to jump into the Telegram and the free Discord. So we're just taking a look at Avalanche here, and as we can see, it does look as though it is coiling up really nicely still. You can see we've kind of got a bit of a resistance coming in, looking something like this potentially. Let me just draw this in proper so you can see a little bit of a resistance like this. Obviously looking like we've got a nice support as well, potentially looking, something like this, where we've been heading to the upside for a good while here, really, haven't we? You can see pretty much ever since we had that massive run to the upside like this, that we saw when we came out of that big correction we saw to the downside. Obviously we've got our fib pull here from high to low in that period. You can see obviously we came all the way down here to around, what was this, just under $10 for Avax, and then with the big explosion of its ecosystem we came up to a new all-time high at, well, pretty much back to the previous all-time high, sorry, at around $60, before having a bit of a correction here down to around $33. We come up and make a new all-time high. We start chunking our way to the upside here, just grinding our way up to around that $78, $80 mark. We come back down, retest the previous all-time high area as support, and then we do start to get things underway here. You can see we come up to the 127 extension of our fibs here. We come up, we backtest the EMAs, we come all the way up. We actually, we blow past the 141 in the short term up to around that $150 mark. Obviously a big psychological target that a lot of people, you can see that a lot of profits were taken in this area. We come back down, obviously lose the 141 as we never really retested it as support at around that $130 level. And then after that, you can see quite clearly here that we come back down to around that 127 level at $100. Obviously, this is a really massive key level for Avalanche, where essentially we've got the, the Fibonacci, the 127 and the $100 psychological mark as well, a really big area of support and resistance. And you can see we come down, obviously ranging between our fib levels. We lose the support, so we come down to this previous area here at around $78, which is this previous swing high. We do actually retest this area, which we think is bullish in our opinion. We come back up above that $100 mark, which we said was absolutely key, putting in a range still between these two levels. But you can see it looks as though we might be coiling up here for Avalanche for a decent move. And one of the most interesting things that we can see right now is that we might be forming potentially an inverse head and shoulders, looking something like this. You can see that obviously the two shoulders there. This is the head, the two shoulders, and obviously if this happens like this, and then we get the breakout of the neckline here, we could be looking at a really nice move to the upside for Avalanche. If that's the case, coming up to around, what is this, $170 on the next move, which would obviously be really nice to see. So we'd say overall Avalanche is looking very nice right now. It's just coiling up by the looks of things, isn't it? Ready for that next move to the upside. And we do think, considering how well this ecosystem has been performing recently, it's just doing absolutely incredibly well, isn't it? Getting a lot of adoption, a lot of TVL being locked on the actual platform itself. And we do think, this is a really bullish ecosystem with a really rich amount of DeFi that is going to continue to bring more people to the platform. And obviously that's going to increase the demand for Avax. Projects are going to need it. People are going to need it for gas. And also people are going to need it for getting into new projects so that they can swap for it on launch. So there's going to be a lot of demand for Avax. And you can see obviously this demand has driven the price up significantly in the past few months. But we do think Avax is the kind of token that could potentially, be $200, $300, maybe even $400 very easily by the end of the bull run. That's only around, $150 billion market cap. And although that sounds big now, if Ethereum is going towards $1 trillion market cap, then that doesn't seem that unreasonable for Avalanche whatsoever, especially considering the amount of use that it is getting. So we'll do short-term price predictions. As you can see, looking as though we are still just coiling up between these two fib levels. So in reality, those are our support and resistances. If we're moving to the downside, that $100 level, the 127 Fibonacci extension with that $100 psychological number as well, a very big support in our opinion. And then heading to the upside, We want to be breaking out of this resistance at around $120 here that we have outlined. And if that's the case, we'll be heading up towards that 141 extension at 130 pretty quickly in our opinion. And beyond that, as we've said before, we do think Avalanche a really top quality project. We have that 161 extension in at around $190. But we do think $200 or maybe even $300 for Avalanche is very likely. We do have a 227 extension here around $650, which would obviously be incredibly, incredible for Avalanche right now. But in reality, it's going to be like $300-400 billion market cap, which we think is probably a bit of a stretch. But $200 or $300 we think, entirely possible. So I'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with 4 videos we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. There are 3 tiers giving you access to our private Discord. Crypto Supporter is available if you just want to help us out a small amount. Crypto Maximalist is our main tier, which gives you access to detailed daily technical analysis and signals, weekly and monthly coin calls, and insights into our personal moves, while Maximalist Gold takes it a step further, giving you an insight into our personal portfolio tracker, super low cap gem research, and a 100x portfolio we're constructing and updating, and access to us personally as a resource to discuss your portfolio via Messenger. Make sure to check it out. You can also sign up to our free Telegram and public Discord via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.